All right, everyone, here we go with the week of April 2nd through the 8th, 2023. I've got a pre-shuffle here. Very interesting. It should tie nicely with what we found out in the Friday reading the other day. Not very nice. Now, we ask what actions your person's likely to take. One card for each sign. Pay attention to everything. You're all connected. You know the drill if you've been here a while. I'm not going to keep repeating it. There's text at the top of the description for any new people wondering why there's no timestamps. I want to get right to this because this is very interesting and it's very indicative of the runners. First, I have to say it's general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve Love Chair, you're here for a reason. Okay? There, done. The urge to communicate is strong. I got Page of Pentacles here. Nervousness, yeah. But what are they nervous about? As soon as I saw this, I felt nervous, right? And I thought, well, what are they so damn nervous about? Well, of course we know they're afraid to be vulnerable, but there's more than that. Because I've got the Six of Pentacles crossing the Page of Pentacles. Yep, there's an urge to communicate. And I got the Page of Wands. I love the Page of Wands. Yep, my little Explorer page. In fact, I think the Page of Wands was one of the cards that came out in the adding it all up of the Friday reading, right? Underneath that, though, here it is. Here's the fear. I knew it. I knew there was nervousness here. Here it is, Four of Pentacles, holding back. Why, though? Well, because I'll show you. Okay, we'll set the urge to communicate aside. There's the urge to communicate. Here we have, right, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. That fear, that holding back. They're afraid. This energy can play out a few different ways. Same frequency of energy plays out differently in different situations. They could be afraid of what might happen, thinking about all the things that could happen. Oh my God. But really, what I get here off of this Queen of Cups is fear of what happens if that they might not be able to control their emotions. They might come out too much. What happens if somebody's more worried about what happens if they say how they feel than they are about anything else? Then what happens if they don't say how they feel, right? If they don't, they end up in a lot of misery. Underneath this, by the way, is the Hermit. There's a lot of soul energy activated here. There's that King of Cups. There's the fear of, fear of vulnerability and all of that. How much do I say? What do I say? And there's the Nine of Swords. There's that anxiety. It shows up again and again and again. There's an anxiety here about somebody who's afraid they won't be able to control themselves. Okay? In other words, once they get the ball rolling, then what? Worried about what might happen instead of finding out what will. But there is a strong urge to communicate here. But we are in that early part of April, that first half of April. Big week, big chunk of it. And that energy is one of at a crossroads. And we see the crossroads right there in the pre-shuffle with an urge to communicate, but worrying about what might happen if they do, or worrying that they might not be able to control their emotions, right? The Queen of Cups is the most love I can pull from the deck. And we do have the return of empathy. She's also a very empathic queen. We have the return of empathy with Pluto now sitting in Aquarius firmly. That said, there is this urge to communicate, but these runners, they're not quite sure how to handle the horsepower of it. And, once they start talking, they might, worried about the ramifications of that, worried about all kinds of things that they shouldn't be worried about. Like I said the other day, this is a leap of faith, all right? I'm shuffling. Give me the soulmate cycle for the week of April 2nd through the 8th, universe. Let's go. It knows what I mean by that. I put it out there in a way it understands. The universe doesn't have our calendars, but overall energy of everything that's going to fall on the table sums up the pre-shuffle nicely. It's the King of Wands. It's the Burger King. Got to have it their way. Ego, pride. Why? The King of Wands energy around somebody who feels a Queen of Cups energy for somebody results in exactly what we saw in the pre-shuffle. The King of Wands doesn't like rejection. It doesn't want to say how it feels completely. It just goes for things that usually say yes, things that can get easily, the low-hanging fruit and all that, and you most definitely are not low-hanging fruit. There's a lot of love here. King of Wands isn't used to feeling that. It's the type of energy that marries for status or money or does what they're supposed to do to make someone else happy, that kind of thing. All right? It's always low-hanging fruit. It's usually my card of the arranged marriage. I see it all the time. It is. It's actually I'm not saying your person's in an arranged marriage, but it is my card of the arranged marriage kind of a thing, you know. All right. It's also my card of the royal family, if you will. Right here, our story begins with Aries. It ends with Pisces. Number 1 and number 12. Everything matters. At least 9 out of the 12 should resonate with you, whether it's in your chart or not. If it resonates, it's for you. Okay? I clarify here. We're going to clarify with the witches. All right? Let's do it. Aries. Strength. We start with strength. Leo energy. Forward movement is all that means. Doesn't mean you're dealing with a Leo. Lion holding one of the roses from the Two of Cups. Backing up the pre-shuffle quite a bit. And as does this in the second half of it. Will they or won't they? Somebody here, what actions they're likely to take? Are they likely to get the strength up to come in and do it? I don't know. I'm reading more of an energy of, well, based on the King of Wands here, a lot of lust, a lot of passion here. Okay? Lust. I'm using that word. There is a little bit of that here. There's some carnal kind of feelings here. All right? And that might be where they get the strength from. But that could also be why somebody's worried that once they start expressing those Queen of Cups level feelings, they won't be able to stop it. Like a dam breaking. It all just goes batshit crazy. Right? Okay. Let's see. Let's clarify. Let's talk to the witches. Why is the strength card here? Why? Powerful energy. What's going on here? Why is the strength card here? I already pre-took my Advil. You all know that. This is by the time we're done, there's a whole pile of cards on the table. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Here we go. It's crossed by the Ace of Cups. Yeah, again, it's starting to overflow. There's a lot of passion here. A lot. A lot. What's on top? Justice. Jesus. Well, how many times are we going to see justice? It's just, yeah, somebody... again, I think it's that passion, it's that lust, if you will, okay, that makes them come in, but makes them also worried about it, you know. It might make them come in, but it's why they're worried about that Queen of Cups level energy in the second half of the pre-shuffle. Why is justice here? The Hangman, yeah. Again, they know it would make them happy, but again, there's that worry. There's that old King of Wands here who's you know, worried about, well, if I tell them how I feel, then what? If you tell them how you feel, you'll feel better. All right? I think they're getting some perspective on that, but it's leaving them kind of hanging. All right? It's leaving them kind of, we're at that crossroads. Again, the first part of April. Very crossroadsy energy. What's going on here in position 2 with Taurus? Page of Swords. Didn't you get a Page of Swords? Why does that energy feel familiar? Did you get a Page of Swords yesterday in the Friday reading? Am I remembering that right? You guys all know. I don't. It doesn't matter. It just feels familiar. I got a hit of deja vu when I pulled this. Holy crap! This person is. I'm just going to say it even before I clarify. This person is likely to make a move here, but it's lackluster. It might come out wrong. Okay, a little bit. They're going for prey that's too big for them. This little barn owl here tends to stick to voles, mice, things around that side, shrews, things like that. In my mind's eye, you're more of a snowshoe hare. You're more something that the Queen of Swords, snowy owl, would go for. Much bigger owl. Okay, much bigger. What's going on here with the Page of Swords? Why is the Page of Swords here? Why? Why is the Page of Swords here? 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I was right. I'm right. The environmental energy, I feel that. Somebody here is likely to come forward and actually communicate, but it's lackluster. It is. They're going to give, but they're going after prey that's too big. What's on top? But yeah, it's a Page of Wands. Yep, communication is very strongly indicated within the energy. I can't predict what a 3D person's going to do. That's up to their free will. But the energy is there. But it feels lackluster. I got pages upon pages here. Okay? It's basically, here's this rich guy giving away money, right? But he's not really rich anymore. He shouldn't be doing this. Kind of a thing like that. Why is it's just an example. Why is the Page of Wands here? Yeah, the Three of Cups. Somebody's going to open up. Somebody going to open up. It's the flow of emotion, but it comes out. It's lackluster. They're going after prey that's too big. You're a snowshoe hare. You're more Queen of Swords, snowy owl kind of prey. This barn owl's got no business going after something that big. It's bigger than him. You know, it's someone opens up to you, but it's lackluster. Okay, that's what's within the energy. And I think they need more time to cook. I think that's what the Hanged Man is saying. But the environmental, but there's such an urge to communicate. And there's so much love with that Queen of Cups. You know, we see that we started with the Strength card here. A lot of lust and passion around that with an Ace of Cups crossing it. Okay. Gemini, position 3. Death, yeah, huge transfer. Yeah, big changes. Big changes coming, guys. Big changes. That's, wow. Somebody here is just, their soul is picked clean. I got that. I can see it. You can see a picture of it right there. It's communication, but I don't understand it. What's going on with the Death card? I'm just being honest with you. Sometimes I talk to myself during, that's how I read energy. I talk to myself. Half the people who come across me, you know, strangers and stuff who don't know me, think I'm schizophrenic. You know, there's no doubt about it. But I'm just trying to figure them out. We always keep asking why. Why is a very important question. You hear me do it when I shuffle for the clarifiers, right? I say, why? Why is this here? Why? It's a very important question. That's how we find ourselves. We keep asking why. Why do I behave this way? Why do I do this? Why do I do that? Sometimes we don't like the answers. Sometimes we can fix it, and sometimes we can't. But it's always truth. And truth is always healing. It's always healing to know why we do things. You know, or why something's happening. You go to the doctor to find out why something's happening. It might not be good news sometimes, but at least you know why it's happening, and that in and of itself is healing. Truth is always healing. I'm getting all of that. I'm saying all of that because I get it here. I don't understand the energy that's here. It reads like communication, but it also reads like almost internal communication. It's very odd. 6 of Wands. Yeah, somebody figures it out. Somebody here has figured something out, and there is a just, it's almost like it's not that they get a new soul. I can't, obviously that doesn't happen, but it's like they do. It's like they called soulparts.com, right? Or went online and ordered themselves, well, I'm a 1969 human, and I do, you know, and they went ahead and got themselves a brand new soul out delivered. It's very strange. Somebody figures something out here. What are they figuring out? What's on top? 7 of Cups. That they've got options, that they're not trapped. Oh, that's nice, because I've been telling this person that for a long fucking time. Why is the 7 of Cups here? 2 of Swords. It's because of this. Here's your crossroads. The crossroads in the early part of April, that decision time, right, is very, very strong in this angle. Very, very strong in Gemini. And that makes sense because a lot of it stems, a lot of the decision time stems around Venus moving into Gemini. How about that? What a coinky dink, huh? Yeah, this is, communication is strongly aspected, but I think it's communication inside the person. Inside themselves going, oh, wait, Steve's right. I'm not trapped. I could do something here. Yeah, you can. I've been telling you that for a long time. I've been telling this energy that, pleading with it. You got a very powerful connection. Gemini, you should definitely make sure you watch your April reading. Cancer, the hot spot of the connection cycle, bookending all this lust. All this, man, I think somebody's spanking you. What's going on here? Your 2 of Swords. There's the there it is. 2 swords right there. Next card out, 2 swords from another deck. It's about this crossroads. Okay, we're standing at the crossroads with Cancer, with everybody's person. Everybody. Everybody's an honorary Cancer in this cycle because it's Cancerian theme. North Node was in Cancer when this cycle began. That sets the theme. That said, based on my research, of course, all my life. That said, and comparing cycles and patterns and all that. That said, somebody here is weighing whether their feelings for you outweigh their fear of approaching you. That's what I get. I knew we were going to see the 2 of Swords a lot in this reading because I've been talking about the crossroads at the beginning of April. And it shows up in the hot spot. That's a key thing. That's Steve's right, upright for sure. I like that. I'm going to write that down in my notebook. I was right today. All right, 2 swords. Why is it here? Why? 10 cups. Yeah. It's what I already said. I read the energy first, then I pull the cards. Okay? What I already said. The environmental energy is 10 cups. This could be a whole lot of fairyland, or it could be the real deal. And I also said I think somebody's spank-banking you. I think they are. Because this is bookending over here, all this lust and love that's here. You definitely make them happy. Somebody's trying to decide, is it real or is it Memorex? Remember those commercials? Back in the, well, you probably don't if you're too young. And if you are too young to remember the 80s, fuck you. But, you know, they used to have a commercial. Is it real or is it Memorex? Memorex tapes and all that kind of stuff. That's sort of what this is. This is the is it real or is it Memorex ad campaign here. Am I really happy? Would this person, do I really like it, or am I just obsessed? Am I just crazy? Somebody here is coming to a decision. All right, they're at the crossroads. And what's on top? And it's causing a real fucking thermal breakdown here. Somebody here is having a mental crash. Okay? A mental crash. Why do I say mental? Because 2 swords is the base energy. Somebody here, absolutely. What? Oh my God. One truth is that their happiness on their side is fake, and the other truth is wondering if the happiness that they feel for you is real. And it's all causing everything. It's causing problems for this person. It's causing an emotional breakdown, a mental breakdown of some kind. Why is the Tower here? Oh yeah, mental breakdown. It's karma. It's judgment. It's huge. These are huge energies here on top of that 2 of Swords. Even this 10 of Cups is a huge energy on top of that 2 of Swords. Yeah, somebody here, I think they come to the conclusion, at the very least, under this week's energy, and I'm not a fucking Time Lord, okay? I'm harping on this because this is for everybody. I mean, the whole reading is, but some of them may not resonate with everyone, but this is for everyone. These people these runners are at the crossroads. And what's happening here is I think they come to a realization that this is worth it. That it is worth it to get some justice and at least tell you how they feel. They're all worried about that Queen of Cups, though. Because they're all King of Wands, the Burger King, and they reflect this way. All the time. It's not a fucking coincidence when it happens 100, 1,000 times. Okay? They've been showing up as this King of Wands or an out-of-balance Emperor since I got here, since before I got here. And the fact of the matter is that King of Wands is worried about what they feel. Am I going to lose it? Am I going to go crazy? And that's part of what this mental breakdown is. All right? The King of Wands being faced with real love, not just some bullshit that he or she can bang or go for status or something that mommy and daddy set up or would make mommy and daddy happy. No, these are real feelings. All right? Let's go. Leo. All right. This is nice. Cancer position. I told the Cancers in April I have more readings for them coming in April, and I do. That is why. And your reading is why. The one I did for April. Leo. 10 Wands. I knew it. If Cancer's got this, Leo's in close proximity here. It's the next slice of the pie over. Yeah, 10 Wands. Yeah. Yeah. Big pressure here. Big pressure cooker. Mental breakdown here too, but I think it's emotional as well. What is going on here? Why is the 10 Wands here? Oh, I'm going to like this week. I'm going to like pulling on this week. I am. Why is the 10 Wands here? Is this person finally going to get away from this goddamn toxin? Or at least reach out to the runner, or to the non-runner, I should say. At least reach out. Do something. Say how you feel. It's hard. It's hard. They're feeling this connection big time. What's going on here? 7 Swords. Somebody trying to lie to themselves. Lie. They don't matter. Oh, I'm happy where I'm at. It's not working. It's not working anymore. I always say about this person, they could take a pile of shit, mold it into a steak or a hamburger, and eat it and have themselves completely convinced that it's an actual steak or hamburger, and it's not just a pile of smelly shit. It now tastes like shit. It smells like shit. They can't lie to themselves. It's getting the lies they tell themselves. They can't even pretend to be happy anymore. It's too much. What's on top? Too much. Time to go. 6 of Swords. Moving on to calmer waters. Time to get away. This is a Calgon take me away moment, right? The cow, I use that all the time, the Calgon commercials. They always started with some lady. She seemed real nice. She got kids running around screaming, all kinds of stuff. There's stuff blowing up in the kitchen. She yells, Calgon, take me away. And the next moment she's in a bubble bath, chill and calm. And that's how the commercial ends. And everybody went out and bought Calgon. Right, here it is. This is your person in the Calgon bubble bath right there. It's too much. They can't believe their own lies anymore. I can't even say I'm happy and pretend. Why is the 6 of Swords here? Yeah. 7 Pentacles. Yeah. Just look at the picture. Somebody really, really, really just taking stock. That's the easiest way I can phrase it. It's taking stock. Somebody here has really thought about this. Why are they moving on? Why is she sitting in a Calgon bubble bath? Because they thought about it. Because they took stock. And because the energy is right now. Right. It's right for him to start picking, and it's right for this person to do this. Because when you stop believing, it's fine. You could sit in toxin all the while. You could lie to yourself that things aren't there and you're happy and all that kind of stuff. But when you can't anymore, that's when it's time to go. And he can't with this. That's a powerful 10 of Wands there. Powerful. All right, Virgo. I like this. I like this. I like this. I like this whole fucking reading. Except for this. In the Taurus position, it comes out wrong. Try to take that. If that resonates with you, doesn't matter if you're a Taurus. Again, remember, I'm not your fucking astrologer. I'm an energy reader. I'm just splitting the cycle into 12. If this person comes in and talks to you and it's just a letdown, try to take into consideration that they're just worried about that Queen of Cups. Okay, that's a lot of love. It's 500 horsepower of love. They're a 100 horsepower person. All right, okay. Virgo, 2 of Wands. Look at all the twos. Two. It's unreal. So just Virgo, this is your energy attached to this. Somebody is about to approach you. I don't know who it is, what it is. I know there's a soul tie here. I think this feels like a fresher energy to me than that old runner. All right, I'm drawn to the rainbow background here. What is going on here? 2 of Wands. That somebody's mind is made up about you. And I think they may have been holding back, or they may have had another opinion of you. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of people watching. Why is the 2 of Wands here? I think you'll feel this. I do. I think you'll pick up on this. Why is the 2 of Wands here? Why? Yeah. 6 of Pentacles crossing it. Yeah. No, I'm right. Yep. Somebody who's been holding back has made up their mind to come talk to Virgo. It's got a rainbow energy underneath it. Rainbows and unicorns come with them. Okay? There we go. I'll take it. I know some people miss Rainbow Unicorn Tarot when they're here. I like to give it to you every once in a while. Okay? What's on top? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're tired of being left out. They feel left out. They feel like they want to talk to you. They feel it's a fear of missing out type energy. It's somebody who's been in the background and feeling cold because of it. Okay? And again, whoever this is, this could be your old runner. It feels like newer energy to me. You have a soul connection with this person. I do want to point out this could be a family member. This could be somebody. If it only applies, again, for 1 or 2 of you watching, maybe. If you're estranged from a parent or a sibling or something, you had a fight like that, yeah. You definitely have a soul tie with this person. We don't always have soul ties with family members, by the way. These are just vessels that we live in. We don't always. In fact, if you feel out of place in your family, like I always did, I know I haven't known, except for one sister, I haven't known any of these people before. None of them. I always felt out of place. I always felt like, no, I took a left when I should have took a right, kind of a thing. And all right, whatever. But no, this could be for 1 or 2 of you a family member that you're estranged from. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Look at that. And I was going to say, it feels very 10 of Cupsy over here. I was going to say it, and there it is. It came back, the 10 of Cups. Yeah, no, I'm spot on. Wow, I wish I'd have said that now. That would have been really cool. I always have moments like that, don't I? The things I decide not to say end up happening a lot. It's really weird. I don't care if you believe me or not. I was going to say it feels very this right here, because I pointed to the 2 over here, even though it's 2 swords. Yeah, 10 cups. Yeah, somebody wants to fix something. Somebody wants to come in from out of the cold. Somebody, wants something that they feel unhappy about to be happy about. Okay? And again, this could be a new soulmate. This could be your runner. It feels like newer energy. It could also be a family member that you're estranged from, a friend that you don't talk to anymore. Somebody misses you. It can be that kind of energy. Okay? Either way, it leads to a rainbow. I talked about the rainbow unicorns here. Here's a rainbow. It came out right there as the last card. All right? So, I'm not making this shit up. What's going on, Libra? Talk 8 swords. 8 swords. Why? Why is this person in 8 swords now? I felt pain. Why is there pain? There's always pain around Libra. I think I felt it yesterday. Didn't I say I wish I could clarify? Weren't you the sign I said? I wish I could clarify. I might get a 3 of swords or something. Yeah, this is... Somebody's just overthinking you. Why? I know you're Libra. You're the brainiac of the goddamn zodiac. But some of the smartest people on the planet are Libras. But why are they overthinking you? Why is he afraid to come out of the chrysalis there? Why? Why is the 8 of swords here? Wow, why am I in pain? Don't make pain. This felt nice. I don't like this. 9 cups. Somebody's overthinking happiness. Somebody's overthinking emotional fulfillment. It's it again. It boils back to this King of Wands feeling Queen of Cups and all the empathy that's here because Pluto's in Aquarius now and all of that. Someone here is just overthinking it all. What? I know they make me happy. Emotional fulfillment. Well, why do I want that? I don't know if I want that. Kind of it's weird. It's weird to have the environmental energy of the 9 of Cups around an 8 of Swords. Who is this fucking person? Why would you overthink it? Well, it could all go wrong. But this is what the King of Wands does, right? About real love. It could all go wrong. Oh, I could say something. I could say I love you, and they don't say it back. Then what happens? Oh my God. Oh, as if all hell would break loose, right? Who cares? Tell people how you feel. Do it for yourself. It balances your own energy. If you say I love you to somebody and they don't say it back, it's not the end of the world. You said it. You didn't allow the emotions to build up. Look at what happened to Leo's person. Look at what's happened as they lied with that 7 of Swords crossing that to themselves for so goddamn long. Look what's happened. The same kind of thing happens if you tell someone you love them and you don't. Right? Every day. That's the lion. That's the 7 of Swords deception. This person here is just, all kinds of shit going through their head. What's on top? Generating devil-like energy, fear. What is it? King of Wands. I've been showing it to you. I felt it. I knew it. It's the king. This is what happens when the King of Wands feels Queen of Cups love. So this person loves the fuck out of you. And they know you'd make them happy. Right? Emotional fulfillment. But they're thinking, they say fruit is good for you. Oh, but is it though? What if I eat the fruit and it isn't good for me? What if it gives me a stomachache? What if I get bad fruit? Lots of people die from salads and fruit because it's, salmonella and all that kind of stuff. I mean, E. coli, right? Actually, it's E. coli. What happens if I get E. coli? You can't just, you mean to tell me you're not going to eat salad because of the 1 in a billion chance you might get some tainted with E. coli and get a little sick or maybe die. I don't know. This person here is working out. They've worked up a storm. The King of Wands here, very afraid of what might happen if they express their emotions here, and the net result is pain. Why is the King of Wands here? Yeah, it's 7 of Swords. They're just fooling themselves. And I was talking about the 7 of Swords, wasn't I? I pointed you back to Leo, and I talked about what happens when you don't tell someone how you feel. That's what's happening here. Net, this energy is pretty much this 10 of Wands type here with a little bit of 3 of Swords mixed in. Jesus Christ. I don't know if this will result in communication or not. If it is, it'll be a bit of a letdown, a bit like what I told the Taurus position here. All right. Let's talk to the hot Scorpios. We all know they're hot. I mean, at this point, after pulling these readings, I would be afraid to show a Scorpio my willy. I mean, honestly, they're so fucking hot. I have no idea. Yeah. It's a star. I knew it was going to be good. That's why I set it up. There it is. It's nice. I mean, that's amazing energy right there. It's something. This is your energy attached to this. The energy around you is that of almost you're your own genie. Okay? I don't know what's going on with you, Scorpio, but you're about to become approachable. Okay? All of a sudden, I think here in April, probably toward the second half, but it seems to be entering in this week as this is where it pops up. You suddenly become someone that people are a little less afraid of. You become approachable. What's going on with the star here? Why is the star here for my hot Scorpios? What's going on? The very things about you that intimidate the energies around you are about to work, and usually work against you, are about to work in your favor. So I'm not sure how that plays out. For some reason, I feel it is somebody approaching you for advice of some kind. I don't know why. I don't even know if that's accurate for all of you. Probably just a few. But as I say that, the Knight of Cups, I really feel it that way. I really feel somebody is approaching you. Here it is. I just pulled it. It's crossing the star. All right? And I almost think it's what you've wished for secretly or something. I don't know. Either way, you've got energies approaching you. I just said, however it plays out, I should be careful about getting specific because people take it and run with it when it's probably only for a few people watching. But for all of you, this is someone approaching. This backs up my energy read. You're about to become very approachable. All of a sudden, where energies were afraid to approach you, afraid to show you their dick chakra, they're going to whip it out. Okay? He's whipping it out. I'll tell you, he's wearing nothing under that cape. Bareback on that horse. What's going on top? Four of Swords. Again, there's a lot of healing energy here, but this is an energy of nothing. Why is the Four of Swords here? Because something, strength, yeah. Where it's the same strength is why the Four of Swords is here. Where before nothing happened and people were afraid to approach you, there's a wall of fear around the strength card, but it's someone getting the strength up. All of a sudden, people are okay to approach you. All of a sudden, it's an energy of what I would call something from nothing. Okay? Or you can flip it and say, from nothing, we go to something. And it's a lot of somethings. It's nice. All right? Wow. That's great, because I think you deserve to be approached, especially if you're as hot as I think you are. Sagittarius. Everybody should be hitting that shit. All right, Sagittarius. Don't let everybody hit it. Sagittarius. My Sexitarians. Separate from the whole thing. You're your own little snowflake. Okay? My slice of blueberry here in the cherry. King of, and as I say that, I pulled a 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. The King of Pentacles. Oh my God. There's a energy around you that is, again, this is a unique energy. You don't see a lot of bucks with rainbow antlers. You won't find one. This is, again, in one energy, it's separate from the whole thing. Very unique, but it's also very stable. I don't know why it's here. We're going to find out. Why is the King of Pentacles here? Why? 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 Very powerful question again. Remember, I always ask it. I always ask. Just don't say it out loud like I do. People think you're schizophrenic. It's crazy. He just keeps saying the word why. What's wrong with him? I don't know. All right, here we go. Here we go. High Priestess. Wow. Under this energy, this week, under this week's energy, again, I'm not a Time Lord. Could happen this week, could happen next week, might have happened last week. Your intuition is about to become very, very, very powerful. Okay? Very. Listen to it. Let it guide you. That's all I can say. What's on top? Four of Pentacles. Is this a similar energy to Scorpio? This is very weird. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Motherfucker, it is. It's the Two of Cups. Again, there is some sort of energy. It's like a filter. I often tell you, first of all, trust your intuition, okay? But secondly, I often tell you, and I've told you this lately, you have a very powerful protective energy around you, okay? And it tends to, it even tries to keep me out, and my intentions are good, right? But I'm noticing lately that it's filtering me. It's allowing me to say certain things and get certain messages through. All right? It's doing that now for everything. So it's almost like it's very strange. Only the good is going to reach you. All right, there's a very balanced energy here with the Two of Cups, and a very balanced energy with this. And you're very under the universe right now. Sagittarius is very special, and that makes sense. I don't attract a lot of Sagittarians to this channel. If you look at the views on the monthly reading, Sagittarius is one of the lowest, and it's because, again, you're very special. My message to Sagittarius is only for the Sagittariuses that are attracted to this channel. The rest of it out there, I look at other people's readings for Sagittarius, and you're getting your ass sugar-coated quite a bit out there. From what I can see, at least from the people I'm looking at. At the end of the day, I can see why in a lot of ways. But going deeper than that protective energy that's around you is filtering. And it's allowing your soul's true purpose to shine like a beacon. Okay, I think it has more to do with that than an actual soulmate. So again, that's why the message of follow your intuition is there. All right, just be Toucan Sam, follow your nose. Right, you'll find fruit loops at the end of the day. This energy is acting like a filter. It's fantastic. It's allowing things in now. Probably because your energy has stabilized your personal energy. All right? Perhaps it was waiting for that, whatever that protective energy is. Capricorn, now back to our regularly scheduled program with Capricorn. Tower. Again, it's a surprise. It's a surprise party. I think this applies to everyone in this soulmate cycle. All of you. I think there's some sort of eye-opening shocker coming this week. Capricorn, pay attention, I suppose. If you're going by the astrology, which you shouldn't, there's some sort of surprise that's happening. It's just a surprise energy. It happens rather quickly. It reminds me, it feels like when we have here in California, sometimes we have earthquakes. Usually they're smaller ones, 3.0 or 4.0 kind of things. But it's enough to rattle the walls a little bit, knock a couple things off the shelf. What always freaks me out, I'm okay with them if they happen during the day, but what freaks me out is when they happen at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm asleep or something like that. That's kind of freaky because you're disoriented and you're not really sure what's happening. You're not sure if you're dreaming it or if it's real, and the room is dark so you can't really see anything. That's how I feel when I feel this energy. It's weird. I think something knocks you off guard. I think somebody shows up, a runner or something, or you find out something about them through a third party, and it rattles you the way a 2 a.m. earthquake in a dark room would rattle me. That's how I feel when I feel that energy. So that's how I'm translating it. All right. Why is the Tower here for Capricorn? Why is the Tower? And I think that's true across the board. I see a Tower over here too. So this Tower, why did I say it's for everybody and not just Capricorn? Well, first of all, you're all connected. But second of all, this energy automatically ties to Cancer, which had a Tower, which is for everybody. It in and of itself is the heart of the soulmate of this particular soulmate cycle. So yeah, something along those lines. It can be an epiphany within yourself, something you realize. But I think for most of you, either a runner shows up and it catches you off guard, or you find out something. You're just innocently perusing the internet on social media or something, and you see something about this person, or read something that somebody said about it, and it catches you off guard, the way a 2 a.m. earthquake would in the dark when you're asleep. Right? Why is the Tower here? I'm still shuffling. I'm running out of shit to tell you. I don't know why I'm still shuffling. Why am I still shuffling? I should be asking. 3 of Wands changes everything. Changes everything. Somebody who's been on the cliff dives in the water. Think about it this way. Okay? Think about it this way. There's that ship. Those people on the ship don't know you're on the ship. Okay? You guys on the ship don't know that there's this dude way up here on this thing watching you. You're not really paying attention. You're having fun. You got topless buffet, bottomless dancing, nude sunbathing. Nobody paying attention to anything but what's going on the ship. This guy jumps in the water, unbeknownst to anyone on the ship, swims over, and you're just laying there innocently, right, with your little fancy bikini off, laying there getting some sun on the deck, and this little head pops up over the side, and he climbs up out of the water onto the ship. It's like that. It's that same feeling of you be like, whoa, even if you don't care, because you're nude sunbathing anyway, you don't care if somebody sees you butt naked, it's still a surprise. It's like, whoa, what's going on, right? It's that earthquake at 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. You're disoriented. I'm up. What's going on? Am I dreaming this? Why is my TV on my lap? What's going on? What's on top? Knight of Pentacles. Same imagery. Same imagery. This guy who's been here, afraid to go in the water, goes in the water, swims, and shows up. Okay? It's the same fucking imagery, basically. And that's how it's reflecting. All right? Let's go. And it keeps wanting to kiss this Two of Cups. Why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Communication. Page of Pentacles. Feels like a Page of Wands, but it's a Page of Pentacles. It's where we started with the pre-shuffle. All right? Somebody's been nervous to approach. They're nervous as hell. I think what they say frightens them more than as much as it frightens you. Okay? Because imagine if they do climb up on that ship while you're there and you go, ah! They're going to go, ah! Right back at you. Right? Because he freaks them out. They didn't expect to see you there. Certainly not with your bikini off. That's it. Aquarius. This is interesting. This applies to everybody. I think if these runners do show up this week, it's a surprise. Cancer's person in particular with this tower is having some kind of mental breakdown. All right. Aquarius. Knight of Wands. The energy around you is shifting faster earlier. The energy around Aquarius right now is shifting to normally for everyone the energy around us gets faster. The flow of the river gets faster in the second half of April. It's happening now for Aquarius. It's starting to pick up speed. And I don't know what that means yet. I have to clarify it. That's just the energy. It's my speedometer card. That's all. That's what I get here. My speedometer energy. All right. Let's go. Why is the Knight of Wands here? I love speedometers. I love gauges in cars. My car that I drive has a lot of gauges. It's what people want to look at when they see the car. They come up to me at gas stations. They all want to see the gauges. You know, because it's got the old airplane gauges in it and shit. Sometimes I like gauges too much because sometimes when I'm getting on the freeway, I'm not paying attention to driving to looking out the windscreen. I'm just looking at the tachometer and the speedometer and the oil pressure's going up and oh, that's all cool. I forget that I'm actually moving at a high rate of speed and I should probably look at the goddamn road. I don't know why I told you that story. It's probably because the energy is here for that. Pay attention is my point. Make sure you pay attention because the energy around you is going to be deceptively fast. The flow is deceptively fast. So pay attention. That's probably why I told you my touching story of how I get on the freeway and why you should maybe not want to be near me while I am. I'm obsessed with gauges. I love them. All right. Why is the Knight of Wands here? Yep. Lovers. Blink and you'll miss it. There's an energy around you that's attracting things. The energy portal is open for soulmates to come in, new and old. But old might just be thinking about you, still punching the wall, yelling Beck Mona, maybe, as we talked about in your monthly reading. But to be honest with you here, if you blink, you'll miss this. Take nothing for granted. Somebody you meet, somebody who you make eye contact with when you're walking down the street. And normally you'd think nothing of it. Think something of it. Allow yourself to feel. It's probably all people soul connections. You're sort of their beacon in the storm under this energy. It starts this week. I think it continues through the year, to be honest with you. What's on top? See? I'm not making this shit up. It's the Empress. What did I say? And I read the energy before I pull the cards. You're reflecting this energy. You're everyone's beacon in the storm. She's surrounded by winter. Cold. Five of Pentacles, winter. She's over here in the warmth. There's a fire burning here. This is fire. There's a fire burning here. She all nice and warm and toasty. That's how you feel to the people around you with the Lover's card crossing this. Keep your eyes on the road, not the fucking speedometer and tachometer and oil pressure. Oh, and I love the fuel pressure gauge too. That's awesome. That's one of my favorites. Anyway, see, I'd have missed it. So my point is, keep your eye on the road. Never mind the gauges. All right. You're attracting a lot of take nothing for granted. Why is the Empress here? That applies to all of you, not just Aquarius. Pluto's in Aquarius. That applies to all of you. You're all connected. You're all part of a cycle. There are certain angles here that definitely apply to everybody. Virgo, usually one of them. Aquarius, usually one of them. Cancer, always one of them. In this case here, we can add Capricorn in this particular reading for sure. Okay? Why is the Empress here? Look at this, the High Priestess. Oh my God. This is basically, for me, the way I read this energy, the High Priestess, number 2, the Empress, number 3. This is the High Priestess this is the Empress when she's high, and this is the Empress. Okay? So it's really what's going on here. You know, you get a little high, you start talking spiritual stuff, right? Yeah, you know, man, the universe, it's, you know, it's vast, man, right? Like that. The High Priestess, the High Empress is what this is. Your intuition is all powerful right now. Empathy is back. Your empathy levels are high. You're a beacon in the storm for soulmate energies. All of you, not just Aquarius. I feel that on a very high level because you guys keep showing up as the Empress. This is a powerful pull. All right. This right here, this little pull for Aquarius is worth the cost of admission on this reading alone, which I believe is free. Right here, Pisces. Red with the Strength card, always. Our story begins here and ends here. The end always ties to the beginning. Also, this 10 of Wands is important. What is it? 3 swords. Yep. There's a pain here that's about to be resolved. This is one of the cards that ends, or the main card that ends the separation phase in the soulmate cycle, because it needs to be resolved. You can't just let it sit. You're not going to live the rest of your life in 3 swords. It needs a resolve. Why do I say that? You want some proof of that? Fine, I said it ties to the beginning. There's justice. That's resolve, right? Okay, somebody here is fixing to resolve this, all right? And it's a lot of pressure for them. And here's your resolve again with the 6 of Swords. And they're thinking about you, okay? There. It's my job to deal with the headache of the crisscross that's here. You wouldn't believe the crisscrossing energy that's here. That's why I take an Advil before these readings. Today I took 2. And I knew it was going to be pretty powerful. Your job is just to watch the reading. Pay attention to what I'm saying, because I have no idea what I'm saying half the time. I don't. I'm in a neutral place. You have to be to pull a reading. Otherwise, I'm influenced by things I've heard or things I've seen or whatever. I'm not. I'm just watching kestrels hunt right now in a field I used to sit in when I was 5 years old. Oh, it was nice. I would give anything. I would give my entire everything to go back. Spend one day there. I would love it. All right. I do all the time in the 5D. But for a 3D experience, it'd be worth it. Why is the 3 of Swords? But I'm there every time I pull a reading, I suppose. Why is it here? Why? I got it. 2 of Wands, which was randomly at the bottom of this deck when I picked it up to shuffle for the first clarifiers over here. I know you. I didn't show it to you. You don't have to believe me, but it's actually a fact. It's actually true. The 2 of Wands, right here. Somebody coming to resolve this, to fix this. Somebody hurt you. Somebody said, this energy that's attached to you said we can't be together. I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm going to stay with who I'm at. For a lot of you, they're married or in a relationship. It hurt both sides. It hurt them. It hurt you. Somebody is fixing to resolve this. And this is actually amplified by the Justice card here. What's on top? Look at that. Page of Cups. Somebody showing up with a little apology. Hoping to God you'll accept it. Why is the Page of Cups there? Because they feel Queen of Cups love. It's my desert queen. It's empty. Queen of Cups is tied to our, where is it, overall energy, the King of Wands, right? We've been talking about it. They don't like how they feel that love. Either way, this is empty, right? Somebody here is coming and hoping. I felt that hope. Hope that you'll listen to them. Hope that you'll talk to them. Hope that they can resolve this. The intention is set at the very least, because this cup is empty. There's a lot of pain here, and she need to get some emotion in that. All right, and here's the emotion right here. It's a tidal wave full. It's enough to fill that Queen's cup for sure. All right, let's have the universe add all this up. Let's grab the light seer. Randomly at the bottom is the Queen of Wands. Attraction. A little bit of fakey McFakerman in there. All right, as you can see, it's a big reading. A lot of cards, a lot of energy. All right, you're all connected. You're all part of a cycle. Doesn't matter what your sign is here. We use the signs because people are accustomed to it. I don't want to change anything too radically. But one day, here at Steve Love Tarot, this reading will change. Okay, I will do it my way. I'm doing it my way anyway, but I will do it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., instead of signs, just so you get it. But for the new people still rolling in, it's helpful if I do the signs. You know, that way you can do the reading however you want. You know, knock yourself out. But really, it's just an exploded all signs reading. And this is what I do for the monthly readings, except I do one reading for each position. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. That's how energy works. That's what it is. You can divide it up. Sure, knock yourself out. Let's go. 3 cards and a bottom card. Add all this up for me. I hope everybody paid attention to the Aquarius position here. If that resonated with you at all, if you'll know if this resonates with you, if things start to feel like they're moving quickly, like you forget what day it is. You know, it's like Friday or Saturday, and you think it's some other day. You think, you know, like that. Then this is definitely for you, no matter what your sign is. All right, but it's definitely for you too if you're in position 11, if you're an Aquarius, for sure. All right, here we go. Wow, universe is... My calculator here is taking a while to add all this up. Okay, here we go. Bottom card is the Hangman. Jesus Christ, why does that look familiar? All this shuffling, and I think that was the overall energy for the Friday reading, wasn't it? I think it was. I could swear it was. The Hangman, or it showed up at some point. The Hangman. Here it is right here. It ties to this. So this is a key part of the reading, position 1. It's a very key element. And we saw that, how key it is over here in position 12, where the end of our story ties to the beginning, ties everything together. I'm not sure what this means yet, but I can say it's crossed by 9 cups. So somebody here, it's kind of a, someone's getting an idea. All of these runners are getting an idea of what makes them happy. And for some reason, that is causing them to freeze. Okay? It's an easy way to phrase it. This will be crossing the center card I pulled. Page of Pentacles. The card we started with in the pre-shuffle. Page of Pentacles. It's right here, too, in the everybody Capricorn position. Alright? It's communication, but it's somebody's nervous. Yeah. Nervous about what? Well, the base energy here is this Hangman crossing this 10 swords. And this Hangman is also crossed itself by the 9 of cups. So everybody here, everybody's person is paralyzed at the thought of saying how they feel. Okay? But also nervous to communicate because, well, what if it's over? What if the King of Wands is worried about rejection? What if I get rejected? What if it's already over? What if I go and I say how they feel and then they say, well, this has been done, dead, and over a long time. Why are you here, you fool? Then that's going to hurt their precious ego. They're getting it wrong a little bit. Okay? Hopefully that's where this Hangman comes in. Okay? And they get a new perspective on that. The perspective they should have is telling someone how you feel is for you. It's not for them. It's just like forgiveness energy. Forgiveness is for you, not for the other person. Telling someone how you feel is justice. It is being your own best friend. Not telling someone how you feel builds up 10 wands of pressure. Alright? And it causes all this problem. All of this problem. All of this shit. My Queen of Cups with the empty cup on top of 3 swords. This King of Wands who's afraid of that Queen of Cups love. All of it is caused by these runners being afraid to be vulnerable. And it's something that's prominent, dominant in our societal energies. And I blame the fucking internet. I always will. Right? It's a bunch of nonsense. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. All these, and that's why we're having emotional breakdowns now, because the more they run from these connections, the stronger they get. Except for you, you're getting it. The DF side is growing. The DF side is reflecting as pure Empress energy. You guys are becoming very enlightened. The other side is slow to come around. All right, but I do see communication here again. What's red with the Page of Pentacles? These are red, center, left, right. It's the Seven of Pentacles. Again, too much thinking, not enough doing. A lot of contemplating about this. The seeds have already been planted. It's growing, okay? The urge to communicate is strong. The nervousness is just about ego. It's all about the ego. That's what the nervousness is about. Because if you're not operating from a point of ego, if you're operating from a point of soul, you're not afraid to tell someone how you feel. If you feel Queen of Cups love for someone, you let them know. She gives the full cup. And when she doesn't, that cup runs dry. And it builds a lot, it creates a lot of pain and a lot of pressure. And that's what they're under this week. It's a real pressure cooker. No doubt about it. I see it right here. With judgment, God, source, the universe itself. When I ask, why is the tower here for Cancer person's crossroads moment, right? It's judgment time. And that's what's scaring this person. And I see why now with this Ten of Swords here. There's also, because underneath everything else is a fear that this is over. And they can't have that. In a lot of ways, you're their beacon in the storm. You're their lighthouse in the storm. You're their only hope, because they're all lying to themselves that they're happy in their life. If they weren't, if they were happy, you wouldn't have been a thing, right? If it was actually true. And that's really what it boils down to here. So this is that crossroads week. The first half of April is about a crossroads. It comes to a head when Venus moves into Gemini, and don't worry, I'll pull on it. But at the end of the day here, we got some big things happening early in the month with the crossroads and emotional breakdowns. And then we've also got the middle of the month, where the shining, regardless of what others might tell you about the eclipse in Aries, the shining moment is Saturn having sextile with the North Node. That is incredible. That's going to be a powerful reading. One which I don't think a lot of people will understand the alignment, so they might skip the reading. But hey, I'm going to pull it because I can't wait. I love pulling on North Node energy. I love it. It's like Jupiter in a way for me. It's like both of those energies are like candy. I like them. That said, that's this week, and that's where we're at. And I think I've summed it up nicely. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, stay tuned. I think on Sunday, tomorrow, I'm going to be pulling on Mercury, I believe. Very, very important little reading. It ties with the Gemini Venus reading that'll come after that. All right, good luck.